The Web Constables are a unit in Estonia who specialize in online policing, with a remit that includes online extremism and hate crimes. At the Tallinn Police Headquarters, Web Constable Maria Punek heads in to brief her colleagues on a recent case.
Sest see ähvardaja ise töötab Venemaal, siis see pastor, keda ta ründas, elab Soomes.
The team are discussing a case related to a previous hate crime attack, which generated huge interest on social media.
Eesmärk on esialgu lihtsalt teha nagu monitoorimist selle konkreetse teema suhtes, kuna see on tundlik ja kuna gei kogukond on leidnud, et politsei praegu ei ole teinud piisavalt.
The Web Constables spend the majority of their time working alone, reading, messaging and interacting online.
We are like a police station. You can come ask information or just express your concern. We are like patrol going around in groups if you find the problem or trying to identify the problem in the community, making sure that everything is okay.
There aren't even that many community gatherings anymore in the villages. So it's easier to have just a community chat or community page in Facebook. And that's why all the web police officers in Estonia, they have been members in the local groups everywhere.
And our goal was from the beginning, from the start point, that to be as humane as I can be, to make the trust grow between our communities and our police.
Kui ma näen seal midagi üles kutsuvat või et hakkab juba asi konflikti minema või juhutatakse vaenu, siis ma sekkun oma kommentaariga sinna.
Right thing, we are on the right path, creating a very easy, very simple contact point with police.
Ja seal, kus võimalik, ma alati nagu põimin sisse ka mingisuguse ennetussõnumi.
Estonia is a country with a high level of trust in police and a very open internet. So in order to operate successfully, it's vitally important that the Web Constables operate with complete transparency.
We use our own profile pictures, our own names, so we are not doing any hidden work in the internet, and we will be the connecting dots between the public and the police.
With the continuing rise of hate speech and extremist ideology online, the Web Constables are perfectly positioned to counter polarisation and extremism.
People send us information about symbols that they notice and that disturb them. And thanks to that, we have actually identified multiple persons who have been on the verge of radicalization. For example, putting stickers on different objects that promote hate.
Partel Preinvalds is the Estonian police force's primary expert on violent extremism. He works closely with the Web Constables.
Early detection is definitely one of the components that's very important when we're dealing with the mitigation of risk related to radicalization. If you don't know the signs, it's a bit difficult to detect.
Partel regularly delivers training sessions for the Web Constables to keep them up to date with the latest digital trends.
Hitleri kuvand hakkab ära kaduma teise maailmasõja kuvand ja neil on uued kangelased, kes on siis uued kangelased ja siin loomulikult ei ole. They have to be very well briefed about the recent trends of radicalization, violent extremism, slogans, whatever, symbols, visual markers in order to detect them. If they are well trained, they can easily connect the dots.
Estonian society has been deeply affected by Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine.
The big fuel for polarization and radicalization is definitely the Russian invasion to Ukraine.
Like propaganda or fake news from Russia, which tried to destabilize our societies. For an example, there was a post in Facebook that said that, I know a case where children from a Russian-speaking family in Estonia were taken away and they were given to gay men to adopt those children. So the idea is to raise the hate against minorities, gays, and make bigger tensions.
In an effort to work against disinformation and avoid polarization, the Web Constables employ several police officers who speak Russian. Maria catches up with Anastasia Senyanova, who works near the Russian border.
Aga kas sa tunned, et see, mida sina saad nagu jaaskonnale pakkuda, on nagu piisab.
Ma arvan, et küll, sest ennem seda inimestel ei olnud nii palju infot sellest, et kuidas politsei töötab või millised on eesmärgid. Ka suurem osa ei saa aru eesti keelt, siis nad lihtsalt ei loe seda.
But it's difficult for us to say that it's fake news or debunk it because when they don't follow our channels in Facebook or when they don't follow Estonian newspapers, then they won't get the information.
Praegu mina tunnen, et usaldus politsei poole.
As well as being connected to communities across the country, the Web Constables are constantly in touch with their local police station. As the incident with the pastor occurred in her local area, Constable Anna-Liisa Kriitsman meets up with her commanding officer to be briefed on the case.
Menetluskursis uurija on kursis uurijaga võid ka ise suhelda, kui sul detailide osas tekib küsimusi.
Siis sellised juhtumid ongi need, kus ma võib-olla küsingi, kas siis jaoskonnajuhilt, mida tema näeb, kas ma peaks üldse sinna sekkuma politseiametnikuna, kas ma üldse peaksin sinna mingisuguse kommentaari panema või mitte.
Kommentaari taha anda, ehk siis menetlusdetaile me ei taha avaldada. Küll aga mingeid rahustavaid sõnumeid saame võib-olla välja mõelda vajadusel.
Post-COVID-19, Estonia, as elsewhere, has seen a growing trend of distrust in institutions, such as the medical profession. Maria heads to meet Dr. Karen Yoller, who has been in the firing line from supporters of disinformation and conspiracy narratives.
Someone threw over my home, into my garden, some papers with threats written on them. And I also have been sentenced to death by I don't know, I remember even which group it was.
Our main goal is to protect everyone, so the public order, but also the people who might be under threat. So usually we don't punish people, but we talk. And if the talking is not working, then we have to find other ways to take care of the issue.
This is exactly what police can do. They can evaluate the information. They can, as Maria has said, they can talk to people who are doing this, understanding why they're doing this, and maybe help us to fight with the causes also.
Dr. Yoller had since become a member of the Estonian parliament and is a huge advocate for truth against disinformation.
In Estonia, the far-right movement is gaining more and more popularity. They use the people who spread misinformation, disinformation, and they themselves also have spread disinformation.
And as society spends more time online, with the growth of the metaverse and of AI, the need for online policing is only going to grow.
I mean, we have to be there where the people are, which means in the web. And we have to be as effective as we are on the streets or face-to-face meetings with the civil society.
The idea of the police officer in web, it's not only that I have to influence you or I have to make you change your mind, but I can be there as an option. So we are the loose connection between the radicals, but we are there for them also.
Our colleagues from the Web Constabulary, we are blind without them, and they have been extremely well dedicated.
Our team, we are in this and we have this common goal and common purpose, and we are working as a one team.
They are one of the most effective divisions in the police, I would say.